It's like, and I always say this, like even when I'm in the gym, I tell people, the moment I stop having fun, I'm done. Like I'm gonna be 230 lifting weights every day. Like I'm telling you right now.
Hey, the boy said it best, man. The moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it.
Real talk, bro.
Real talk, bro. Ball players, what's going on? It's your boy Arden here, bringing you into another episode of the Ball Players podcast, where we tap in with so many people from the culture of basketball, who we all love, who also love the game. And I'm excited about this episode because the guest that is across from me is a young man that's 250,000 people really rock with when it comes to this basketball thing on social. We want to talk about parking lot, got that. We want to talk about Mr. Get on that rim, got that. We want to talk about destroying your goddamn local LA Fitness or any gym across the planet. Our guest got that. Heck, he even held it down on the Netflix smash Hustle, playing a key role in that. And I'm really excited because real talk, y'all, besides the accomplishments, I'm a legit fan of this dude. We've been tapped in via Ball Players for a minute now. I greatly support what he does. He supports us back. And I'm excited that we have him on the podcast today. Mr. TrayGotBounce, what up?
What's going on with you, man? So happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy you here, bro. For real, for real. Welcome to the Ball Players podcast.
Yes, sir.
Before we get into everything, how's your 2023 been?
2023 been amazing so far, man. Just been grinding, getting my content better, really starting to learn more about myself, like basketball-wise, content creation-wise, just learning, like really. That's what I've been working on so far.
Nice. And for us, Trey, you know, we have this question that we love to start the podcast with, and I'm honored that you are now the next person to have to answer this question. What made you fall in love with basketball?
What made me fall in love with basketball? Originally, I'm from North Carolina, so growing up, North Carolina, like me, my brothers, and my granddad, we always used to play basketball outside. Like we literally grew up playing on a dirt basketball court with a wooden basketball goal. Like literally, that's my granddad built for us when we was young. So grew up playing like that, loving the game outside, blazing hot summers, and then going into my high school freshman year, I moved to New Jersey, and then I learned a whole different style of basketball. Like, because down south it's more like physical, I feel like more athletic players and stuff. But I moved up here, I learned like a different side of the game, more skill-based, which went perfectly in with like helping me build my game because I was already athletic. Like, I could dunk since I was like 13, 14. So I came up here, I learned a whole new style of game, like creativity-wise, just like learning that I wasn't a big man. So I learned that, but it took me a while to really fall in love with the game because like I wasn't that good at first. Like I didn't really get like to the point where I felt like I could do whatever I went on the court till I was like 18, 19.
Jeez.
Like literally, like feel me? So I was always just a guy like I go out there, I just hustle, do what I can, help the team play defense, guard, try to get all my teammates involved, but I didn't really get into like scoring till like literally after my freshman year in college. Like then COVID hit, then you know how that goes. So,
and for you, for school, which school did you go to?
High school, I went to Roosevelt Catholic.
Classic,
yeah,
bro.
Super.
If you know, you know. If you're from New York, New Jersey,
yeah, you know.
Roosevelt Catholic, one of them ones. And I want to get into this next part as well, Trey, because for me, I've enjoyed a lot of things about this podcast, but I've really enjoyed talking with people from different parts of the country and their hoop scene. You know, for me, I'm biased. I'm a native New Yorker. This is all I know. And then as an outsider, I get to hear about other people's hoop scene. But for you, right, coming from North Carolina, even this New Yorker knows y'all valid.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
you know,
facts.
The GOAT, you
Facts,
feel me?
real
Raised in goddamn North Carolina. Y'all have had a lot of great talent, hotbed of schools on a high school and college level. So for you, Trey, what do you think has made North Carolina a valid place of hoopers?
I feel like down south is just a different level of like it's more gritty. Like just like a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people aren't as, I wouldn't say they're not as skilled, but I feel like it's more skill is more emphasized up here, and down south is like I feel like it's more athleticism and shooting. Like so like down south, like you'll go to a park and like literally like growing up, everybody could do backflips. Everybody could dunk. Like, it was just like, and then when I came up here, I was like the only one. Yeah. But like, I wasn't that skilled. So like, I had to learn. It was like, I feel like it was the perfect storm to now where like I feel like I'm almost like I got like everything. So I got the skill of a Jersey guard, but the athleticism of a down south guard.
That's tough. And why do you think that is the case? Because again, for me being up here, I agree with your assessment that for us on the East Coast, we've had a bit more of a skill development. Mm-hmm. So like, I probably showing my age here, ball players, but I remember there was a time in middle school where if you were able to clap backboard, that was the equivalent.
Days, yeah.
You understand the vibes? Like that was the equivalent of being able to dunk. Like if you were 7th, 8th grade and you knew to clap, it's like, oh,
yeah.
9th, 10th grade boy, you at least a rim glazer. Versus when you say down south, it's like, oh yeah, like y'all are doing backflips by 12.
Yeah,
y'all are dunking. Y'all are crazy in football. Like, why do you think there is that difference between, okay, up here on the East Coast, we are a bit more skilled, but down south, it's like damn near everybody comes out the womb ultra athletic?
I mean, I just feel like even at just like down south, it's more open. Like you could go outside and it's a field. Like you could go play football.
Yeah.
So like just that, like growing up, like we could play football outside. You get more athletic. Like you always running. You always learning how to like juke and dodge people and stuff. Like it's just a different level of, I feel like it's less basketball hoops, so people play football. You get more athletic playing football, I feel like. So I mean, growing up I played a lot of like outside I never played football on a team. I just didn't want to get tackled, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
yeah, I
seen too much videos. I'm good. Like, and I was always big, but I'm not playing football.
I feel the same way. And I want to get to last thing before we switch up the pace here. When talking about New Jersey hoops, because even up here, right, there's always a lot of talk about New York hoops, New Jersey, and when they get lucky, maybe a Pennsylvania gets in there, maybe a Connecticut, but it's really New York and Jersey that we know about, right? For you, what was your earliest memories of playing up here and realizing like, oh, this is different?
When I got to Roosevelt Catholic. Like, because before that, like, I feel like I went to a different school before Roosevelt Catholic, but it wasn't like Roosevelt Catholic is a different level.
It's
like,
a different beast.
You learn like even in the summer times, like when I first transferred to Roosevelt Catholic in the summer times, I used to work out in the summer. Just like you see a different level, like you see what a Division I player looks like, and you get to gauge yourself up against Division I players.
See what
like,
an NBA talent look like.
Like when I was at Roosevelt Catholic my junior year, I think probably 9 of the players on the team had D1 offers, like something like that, 7 or 9, something crazy. Like everybody was good. So me being as athletic as I was, like people don't know this too. Like I broke my leg my junior high school. Like I literally got a plate, 14 screws in my leg, 2 screws in my ankle. Like right now. Yeah. So people giving me like excuses about why they can't dunk or do this. I'm not listening to none of that because like I really got out the mud. So you feel me? But like I said, like going there, like every day in practice, you guarding like somebody who's going to play Division I basketball. Like a whole bunch of like probably I think 4 of my teammates in the G League right now. Like so, it's like when my Nas Reed play for the Timberwolves right now.
Yep.
Most talented basketball player I done seen like in real life. Like it's crazy. Like
that's
people
saying something.
Crazy. Like I'm talking about like especially like that we like that I know. It's crazy.
That's
like,
saying something.
People don't like. Give him about 2 years, you're gonna see like Nas gonna get loose in the league and you're gonna be.
Oh yeah, and he's starting to cook and he's starting to build and by the way, ball players, freaking Jonathan Kuminga, Golden State Warriors, Roosevelt Catholic.
I think he went to Pats, St. Pat's.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's our rival.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we seen them.
Yeah. So like they know like it's same competition, everything is insane, bro, and it's like. Jersey, they be cooking. And I want to transition here, right, into what the world is beginning to know you of, right, which is entertaining and holding it down on social media, right, with what you do. And to give a bit more background about you, Trey, right, like for the ball players out there, like some of you may have seen, there's a lot of talented players who are now transitioning into being full-time content creators, making content of their basketball journey, hooping in pickup, hooping against pros, or et cetera, and making dope content out of it. Trey's one of those people doing that at a high level. Like I told you at the top of the show, bro here got 250,000 followers across social, 130-something on TikTok, 80-something on Instagram. For you, Trey, what made, considering the fact that you played high school, played college.
Yeah, I played 1 year. Yeah.
Played college. What made playing ball and taking those efforts to social media via content, what made that your next step? What made you embrace it?
What made me pick up the camera was hustle. So like, I feel like that was one of the best experiences I had like in my life, just learning like just how to film, like learning camera angles and shooting films and like how much really goes into it. Like, because like before then I really never thought about picking up a camera, to be honest with you. I just used to love the game and I love to lift weights. Like, people don't even know I lift weights more than I play basketball. I love lifting. Like, if I wasn't making basketball content, I'd be making lifting content, which is I'm definitely gonna branch off into that eventually. But like, what made me really start filming was when I got on a hustle set and I just like saw how much goes into production, and it was just amazing to see like the art of it. Like, it's more than just like, it's more like I learned that with basketball you could be entertaining. Like, it's not always about like who's the best player or who can do this or do that. Like, people don't watch me because I'm the best player in the world. They watch me because I know how to make it entertaining. Like, people want to see green animations. People want to see the voiceovers, the entertaining, the dunking, like the skill. Like, it's just like, it's more than just how good you are at basketball. And I feel like that's what people lack when they go into making content. Like, they think like, oh, I'm better than this. Nobody cares if you're not entertaining, they're not gonna watch anyway. Like, you feel me? So like, I'm pretty sure it's probably a bunch of hoopers out there that could really go, but like, they just like, I don't want to say corny, but like, they not entertaining. You feel me? So.
And even with Hustle, right? Just to follow up on that, right? Again, Hustle, really popular Netflix movie that came out last year, I believe it was.
Yeah, last year.
Adam Sandler, Anthony Edwards, right? For you being on that set, and like you say, you just listed off a whole bunch of valid reasons for why that like sparked your momentum. Be like, yo, I'm really gonna go into this. Mm-hmm. From a basketball standpoint, what was something that you was gaining from your time on set of doing Hustle?
Just being around like a different, like being around NBA players, you get to see like how they work in between, like work in between film settings and stuff. Like, you watching them shoot and stuff, like it lets you know like it's totally different levels. Like, people might think that they good or whatever. Like, people would say like even somebody like Anthony Edwards, like going into his second year, they was like questioning and shooting. I witnessed them make like 33s in a row.
Of course.
Like,
yep.
just chilling, like just, he wasn't missing. I witnessed Boban make like 5 threes in a row. Like, Boban is 7'6", whatever he is, giant hands, and I'm watching him make threes. I'm like it's a different level to NBA players. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like, and that's even at like going to Roselle Catholic, like just saying like the level from being an average high school hooper to a D1 hooper. Then you go from seeing a D1 hooper to an NBA hooper, which is like, nah, it's like, it's a totally different, like, they move different. Like, it's you feel me?
Facts, bro.
Yeah, like, and me, somebody who is like, I would consider myself like, I don't want to say like an elite athlete, but like, I'm athletic. Like,
absolutely.
I could do like a lot of stuff. And like, you see somebody like Ant, like, perfect example, like some that we saw on the set of Hustle. Like, we filming a scene where Ant's supposed to get his dunk block. So Ant tells Adam, he like, bro, I don't know how to get my dunk block. I never got my dunk block in my life. So they go to film the scene, and he goes up to get his, like, to just try to dunk the ball. And like, we had a stunt double, my boy Andrew. So he goes up to try to block it, and dunks on him so hard. Like, he cocked the ball back, touched his ankle, and dunked on him. Like, boom. Like, he did it twice in a row. Like, he like, bro, he like, you want to look real? So then they got me to do it. And I know how to like, try to like, because I'm not like going to try to like, I'm here to get my dunk block. So I went and got my dunk block or whatever. But that jump was crazy, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, he wasn't even sweating. Like, he just got up, was like, all right, y'all want me to try? I'm going to try. So he just went, punched it on him. And mind you, Andrew, 6'9", 240, like, he a big dude, but he not an NBA player.
Yeah.
But like, it's crazy. Like, it's just a different level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it leads me back to an experience I had where I had a chance to work out with Serge Ibaka. Shout out to my homie David. This was like just after when he won the chip in Toronto, and it's me, my homie David, and Serge working out at the PA facility, and it was just like, dog, this is nuts. Like you said, like how they move and how they operate, the focus,
yeah.
Like, because here's the funniest part too, right? It was such a dope experience in hindsight, but in the moment, it was so boring.
Yeah.
Because it's like the focus is there.
Yeah.
So it's like all it is repetition, repetition. It's not just this flash. It's not the glory. It's strictly boredom that for them is the beauty. And that's why you see, like, okay, that's why you've played with a who's who of people for years.
It's so meticulous.
Yeah, meticulous about stuff. And you want to chip because it's like, this is what it really takes to be great. Not everything that we imagine. And so I completely co-sign what you just said. And I want to get into, Trey, about social media's impact in the game of basketball and vice versa, to where now it's like every day there's a new batch of content creators. People are actually making careers. There's a bigger bag. How do you feel about that evolution to where it's like, hey, people are making a career. They are getting bags. There are opportunities to be in movies and stuff like that. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's just great for the game, like, because it's giving people who didn't get that opportunity to, like, say, play at Division I level or play at a professional level, who could still really go, giving them a chance to get their game seen. Like, that's what made me really, like, want to, even at, like, going back to what you previously asked me, like, made me want to get my start filming. It's just like, yo, I was really in the gym going crazy, like, and I'm like, yo, I know, like, I'm watching other content creators and they not doing the stuff that I'm doing. So, like, they tough, don't get me wrong, they could hoop, but, like, they not shooting half court threes or going past people windmilling. Like, they not doing that. Like, not a lot of them, at least. It's probably like only Ballers Life guys. But, like, I'm watching them, I'm like, yo, like, I'm just as talented, I'm just as skilled, but, like, I'm just not getting seen. So, like, people, I'm glad that social media is so powerful, because for somebody like me who was, like, JV basketball player, like, was never, like, the best player on no teams, is finally getting a chance to like, get showcased. Like, you feel me? And now it's just, like, I really, like, people don't know. Like, I was up at 5 a.m, getting up, putting up 1,000 shots. Like, I was grinding. Like, people like, yo, why Trey always in the gym? Like, Trey this, like, Trey in the gym grinding. Like, and now it's paying off. You feel me? So, like, for all of them hoopers out there that's, like, they not getting a chance to get seen, like, pick up a camera. Like, I tell, like, I'm probably the most, like, wanting to help people, like, learn how to make social media content, because I see so much dope hoopers. I'm like, yo, bro, pick a camera up. Like, you could do this too. Like, I ain't, like, what's so special about me that, like, probably, like, I'm entertaining or whatever, but, like, you could hoop too, bro. Pick a camera up. You never know. You feel me? But everybody just crabs in the barrel mentality.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. 2 more questions I got for you, right? Considering the investment that creators like yourself make, being in the gym, buying the equipment, Trey has legit equipment that he showed me for what you do, and you carry it on you, right?
All times.
Between everything, the working out, the investment of equipment, the dedication to editing your own stuff and doing all of this stuff, man. When it's all said and done, is there currently an end goal for what this is supposed to lead to, or are you just living in the moment and just working on what you got to do?
I'm living in the moment, but I definitely have an end goal with it. Like, I want to be at the top of, like, the top of content creators. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want to be up there with the Frigas, the YPK Rays, the Zero Bounces, like, those guys that I watch personally. Like, and, like, just from a content creator standpoint, like, I love content creation. Like, I never thought, like I said, like, nobody grows up thinking, like, I'm gonna be like, nowadays it's like a thing where, like, but, like, for me, it was never like I wanted to be a hooper. Like, I didn't think of, like, I gotta pick a camera up and do this, but it fell into my lap, and it just so happened that it's something that I love to do. But, like I said, like, I want to be where, like, have a platform like Friga. I love Friga's content. He makes some of the best content. Like, I don't think anybody's doing it like Friga right now, honestly.
Shout out to Friga.
Yeah, shout out Friga, bro.
Friga fam, my dog J. Lou,
Fombi.
Those are some good dudes, bro. For real. That whole,
I rock with Cam and Fombi. Fombi, he cool. Like, bro, I like them. Yeah,
they really got some stuff, bro. Cause, like, how you feel about Friga, I feel the same way. That's also how I feel about In the Lab guys.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So shout out to Dev. Shout out to the whole team over there. Nav, like, I rock with them heavy, bro. Word. So I completely share the same sentiment as you. Last question I got for you, Trey. Earlier in the show, I asked you what made you fall in love with the game. Last question is, what keeps you in love with the game?
What keeps me in love with the game, just the fact, like, I love the challenge. Like, I feel like people so worried about, like, if somebody better than them, or I don't care about none of that. Like, I want to get as best as I can. And my best might not be as good as somebody else's best, but knowing that I put everything into it. Like, I literally go to the gym literally every day, work on my body, try to eat right, eat clean, like, as best to the best of my ability. Like, I'm trying to get as good as I can with the game and as good as I can with the content creation. You feel me? So like even that just from the standpoint of editing. Like I didn't learn how to keyframe a video until like 3 months ago, and like I was just throwing videos up and they was doing good, but I was getting complacent. I was like, I need to find like something that's gonna take it to the next level. I started learning how to edit properly. Started learning how to get mics to do voiceovers instead of using like the phone mic, little stuff like that, like bringing up the quality of the videos. You feel me? Like it ain't always about, like I said, it ain't always about basketball. This is what people don't understand. I feel like people so stuck on like who's the best. Like nobody cares, bro. Like if you're not entertaining, nobody's gonna watch you. Feel me? So I try to be as entertaining as I can with being a good basketball player. Feel me? So that right there, that combination is what keeps me in love with the game. It's like, and I always say this, like even when I'm in the gym, I tell people, the moment I stop having fun, I'm done. Like I'm gonna be 230 lifting weights every day. Like I'm telling you right now.
Hey, the boy said it best, man. The moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it.
Real talk, bro.
Real talk, bro. Trey, my guy. Thank you so much for pulling up on the podcast. Greatly appreciate you, bro. Of course, we'll have all of your info everywhere for them to see. Yeah. Ball players, thank you like usual for tuning into the latest episode of the Ball Players podcast. Love is love from your boy Arden here. Of course, you can find this episode on all DSPs as well as YouTube and the short form visuals all over social. Again, we are presented by 1:37 p.m. where your curiosity will be fulfilled in every way possible. Sports, music, car collectibles, fashion, NFTs, and beyond. 1:37 p.m. got you covered. Signing off from the crib. Holla at your guala. Peace.
Shout out Ball Players. Shout out 137.